Grace Sundt, Pine Island High School. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the part of the U.S. federal government which strives for the safety of all lives on the road, on the NHTSA website, around 32 people in the United States die every day due to drinking and driving. We have all seen or heard of the deadly consequences that come from drinking and driving. We are taught from a young age what drinking and driving can lead to and what it can take away from us. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration should require ignition interlocks to be installed in all cars in order to reduce the number of deaths caused by drunk driving in the United States. First, let's discuss the problem of drinking and driving in the U.S., and then we'll identify a solution to reducing the number of deaths caused by drunk driving. To start, the number of deaths due to drinking and driving is increasingly high in the U.S. There are currently no preventional methods that keep Americans who are under the influence from operating a vehicle. Jared Justice, an experienced defense attorney who specializes in DUI defense cases, on the Jared Justice webpage on August 7, 2018, says that nearly 300,000 Americans drive while intoxicated every day. This is due to one main reason. Justice says they misjudge how intoxicated they truly are. Brad Earn, a board-certified emergency medicine physician on the Michigan Health website on July 29, 2018, says that the effects of alcohol can lower one's alertness and decrease coordination, which causes a response to driving emergencies to reduce. The number of those losing their lives to drinking and driving is significant in the U.S. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says that 30% of all crash fatalities in the U.S. involve drunk drivers. The NHTSA also say that between the years of 2011 to 2020, around 10,500 people died in the U.S. due to drinking and driving. Driving while drunk is not only harmful to those in the same car or on the same road as a drunk driver, but for the country as a whole. The law offices of Robert Paysinger, the law firm that specializes in providing people compensation for their injuries, on the Paysinger Law website, says that alcohol-related crashes have shown to decrease the U.S.'s GDP, or gross domestic product, by $10 billion. Paysinger's law offices also say that these crashes have cost Americans around 234,000 jobs. Now that we understand the problem of drinking and driving in the U.S., let's identify a solution. The DADSS research program, who works collectively with the NHTSA to develop new ways to keep roads safe on the DADSS webpage, has thought of a new way to detect one's blood alcohol concentration, a touch-based sensor. The DADSS says this sensor will shine a light into the driver's skin and detect the blood alcohol concentration under the capillaries of the skin. The DADSS also says that this touch-based sensor will be installed into a place that is natural for the driver, such as the start button. This plan is simple and functional. The DADSS says this sensor will use spectroscopy to determine the blood alcohol concentration of a driver. Low Cost Interlock, the company that produces the fastest and cheapest ignition interlock devices, on the Low Cost Interlock website on October 13, 2018, says that current ignition interlock devices, or built-in car breathalyzers, have shown to reduce repeat DWI offenses by 70%. Low Cost Interlock says this device will prevent a driver from starting their vehicle if their blood alcohol concentration is over a set limit. Reducing the possibility of a deadly accident occurring on the road is desirable to the public. The CDC, the nation's leading science and data-based organization that works to protect public health, on the CDC website, says U.S. legislators believe this plan will not only reduce the risk of drunk drivers on the road, but give those with a DUI or DWI offense the second chance at a sober and responsible life. This plan is supported because it is easy to implement and overall safer for every American. Implementing this plan will provide Americans with a lesser risk when it comes to driving on the road every day. Now, let's summarize. As there are currently no prevention methods that keep Americans who are under the influence from operating a vehicle, the number of deaths due to drinking and driving is extremely high. The National Highway Traffic Security Administration should require ignition interlocks to be installed into all cars to keep roads safer. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration should mandate ignition interlocks or touch-based sensors to be installed into all cars to reduce the number of deaths due to drinking and driving in the U.S. While the number of those losing their lives are consistent today, ignition interlocks are an opportunity for all to stay safer on the road.